Alright, what's guys, Cubing Coded, and today we are back here on r/Cubers. It has been so long since I've been on the subreddit, and I used to go on this almost every single week. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. My girlfriend got me a GAN 5x5. So obviously this is fake because Cubers cannot get girlfriends. Okay, I'm just kidding on that, obviously. Honestly, shout out to every single woman and man who's willing to date a Cuber, just because the amount of clicking that you have to deal with, you know, when you're trying to enjoy yourself and all of a sudden on the side you just hear click, 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 click on the Rubik's Cube. It must be horrible. On behalf of all Cubers, I am very sorry. It's just a +2. Okay, so somehow those three entire pieces got onto an entirely different side, and then the edge piece is over. How did this even happen? You see, when I see cubes like this, I automatically think that they probably just like, you know, made it up, but you can't make up stuff like this. It's crazy to me. But to answer your question though, it's probably not a +2. I think you'll probably get away with it. New world record, 5x5 world record single, 31.6 seconds. Yeah, I made an entire video about this because it was insane. Part of the reason why this world record was such a big deal, other than the fact that it is like just a crazy solve, was that for over 12 years now, the world record has been held by someone named either Felix Zemdegs or Max Park. Nobody else. And so yeah, it's crazy that after over a decade, we have a new world record holder that's not named Felix or Max. I just finished the first layer on the 5x5 my friend gave me. Yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm not sure that's how you're supposed to solve it. Obviously, you're supposed to start with the centers, which, to be fair, you did get one center. The thing is, they didn't even solve a layer. It's completely just one side. I don't understand where they got layer from. I don't know, kind of interesting. As a big cube solver myself, I'm a little bit offended. AI still can't make colors make sense. Okay, yeah, I'm assuming this is AI, and okay. AI really just breaking the golden rule of speed queuing, which is the orange and red center cannot be next to each other. What even is this corner piece? Like, you have orange, green, and green. And then obviously you have, you know, a yellow edge piece as well. I don't know, it kind of blows my mind. Also, what kind of Rubik's Cube is ever shaped like this? Like, I've never seen a cube that had tiles and the tiles had ridges on them. When someone asks how long I've been cubing for, what is this, Cubesmith? Guys, I think they just unlocked a new memory for me, because back in the day, right, like people use like stickers for Rubik's Cubes. Now everyone just uses sticker lists for everything, but yeah, back in the day, stickers were way more popular. And on top of this, you couldn't even buy stickers from like Speed Shop. You had to get them from this one site called Cubesmith. It was very interesting, and that's where every single person got their stickers from. You know, real Cubers remember having to resticker your cube manually, and the satisfaction that would come out of having a very pretty new stickered Rubik's Cube. She called me over and asked if this was a +2. How do I not break her heart? Man, you just gotta be straight up, you know, it doesn't matter if they're a cat or a human, gotta be straight up with your +2s. New 5x5 single oceanic record. That's my GOAT! Yeah, you know, you guys who grew up in the Max Park era, people who grew up in the Felix Zemdegs era, those are my people. You know, it's honestly so cool to see Felix Zemdegs still being happy about solves. I feel like if I were cubing for like 15 years at this point, there wouldn't be a single solve that I could ever get that would get me excited. But you know, looking at his smile, it's clear that he is very excited, which makes me very happy. 7 years later, not one non-magnetic cube in sight. Oh wow, yeah, this says, unpopular opinion, I prefer cubes without magnets. And there definitely was just a lot of people who agreed with this at the time. Yeah, I remember when magnets first came out, it was this huge like novel concept, and people were very split on it. You know, some magnetic cubes, while it did click into place, it ended up being way harder to actually turn. On top of that, magnetic cubes are like $20, $30 more expensive than a normal 3x3. Whereas nowadays, you can basically just get a magnetic cube for like, I don't know, $10, and so yeah, cubing has gone a long way. One-handed world record Swiss Nationals 2024, 5.66 seconds. I saw this. It's actually kind of crazy when you think about the fact that one of the longest standing 3x3 two-handed world records of all time was a 5.66 from Felix Zemdegs, and now we have 5.66, but it's one-handed instead of two-handed. Yeah, this world record is going to last for a very, very long time, I am sure of it. Until it doesn't, basically. I'm 43, this is my first cube. 43-year-old on Reddit, how about that? I'm just kidding, no, that's amazing, obviously. And yeah, really, really cool to see people who are even a little bit older get into cubing for the first time. The thing is, I don't know when cubing became completely just populated by people that were under 15. Like, every single world record at this point just seems like it's made by a teenager or even a child at this point. And when I go to competitions nowadays, I'm like one of the oldest people there. I don't know when that happened. It's so weird. I was talking to my friend Vivek about this when I was at the competition, and we were like, yeah, since when did we start becoming cubing boomers? 22-second single, practicing with the Alsu V7. Okay, very impressive. Let's take a look at the solve. And he gets started. I love how you can see his face on the reflection of the iPad, and you can see his pure concentration. But yeah, it looks like he is almost done with the centers, and now he's doing the edges. Wow, look at that. The thing is, it doesn't even look like he's turning that fast. It just feels like he's very efficient, which could never be me, honestly. Looks like he has a little parity, and then Wow. Very nice, very nice. I averaged like 1 minute and 35 seconds at this point at 6x6, which is pretty solid. However, on 4x4, I averaged like 45 seconds, which is not a normal ratio. I don't know. I feel like 4x4, there are just so many things that get in the way of a good solve. Like there's 3 different parodies, but it's like a 30-40 second event for me at least. And so, yeah, not my biggest cup of tea. Am I the only one who thinks these are very overpriced? Hold up, is that real? Okay, going on speech.com and oh, okay, it's a smart cube. I mean, that kind of makes sense a little bit. The thing about smart cubes is that they're basically completely unnecessary in every single regard, and so if you want a smart cube, you should be willing to pay the price for it. Whereas if you're just trying to get faster at cubing, you can just get a normal Rubik's Cube and you'll be perfectly happy. This cube my girlfriend made me. Whoa, what the? Oh wow, okay. So she manually just like got the stickers and put it on the cube and everything. My cubing girlfriend is obviously the best, but you know, cubing girlfriends be popping up. It's been 3,000 days since my first competition, but today I finally got an official sub 10 single. I got a 9-second solve. Wow, okay, way to go, under 10 seconds. Okay, and the cube starts. Looks like the solve's going pretty well. Okay, no fumbles, going crazy. Alright, PLL. Oh my god. That's the best of a reaction possible. You see, this is the reason why I keep on wanting to go to competitions, because I want to be able to do my 6x6 solves and get like a 130. Like that would be so magical, and like I've been preparing. Like this is my time for 6x6. Don't mind the 158, that was when my hands were cold. But if you look at my solves, yeah, you know, every now and then you get like a 127, 122 even. And so I'm just like praying that one day this happens at actual competition. But what ends up happening is I end up going like 144, 143. I don't know. One day I'll get it. I think the WCA board is a Sith Lord. WRC votes unanimously to penalize the 0.78 2x2 world record average. WCA board, I love democracy. If you didn't hear yet, the WCA actually gave the WRC full authority again to see what they wanted to do with the 2x2 world record average, and so things seem to be looking up. Helena knocked out my power, getting some use out of this one. Okay, I see you, cubing, no matter what the challenges are. In all seriousness though, all the hurricanes that have been going on in the East Coast lately have been absolutely horrific, and if you've been affected, I just want you to stay strong and, you know that it will pass soon. On top of that, please stay safe. You know, if you have to evacuate, please evacuate. If you have to stay inside, please stay inside. Alright, and final post for today. This is the worst lockup I've ever had. Okay, what is going on here? I feel like every single time I see a crazy lockup, I have to like take a moment and like pause and look at what's actually happening. So it looks like every single edge is like completely displaced, and then that edge on the bottom is... I don't even know what's going on at this point. Yeah, at that point, I just throw the cube away. Like, it doesn't even matter if the cube still completely works. I just throw it away. Anyways, that's all for this video. That is what RSL Cubers had to offer this month, and I just had so much fun. As always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a like and subscribe. That's all for this one, and I'll see you guys in the next one.